I want to wish everyone a blessed and beautiful day. I would like to express my gratitude and respect to my beloved teacher, Mr. Jolito Abni. Sir, good morning. To my classmates, friends, visitors, once again, good morning. I am Gisani Biula. I studied at Jose Rizal Memorial State University, major in Social Studies. Ang nagpapakitang turo sa araw na ito. Do you want to travel to the old continent but don't know where to go? One of the great wonders of Europe is the vast number of cities and towns that date back to immemorial times, and one of the most loved period by many tourists and connoisseurs is the Middle Ages. If you are an adventurer who wants to visit beautiful places full of history, impressive architectural monuments, and traditions of past eras, just stick with us. Today, I will be discussing the 10 most beautiful medieval towns of Europe. Fall in love with the old continent again, then schedule your flying date and bon voyage. The first famous medieval towns of Europe is Mistras Grace. The Mistras Grace is the important answer of Byzantine Empire Mistras. Mistras has a lot of prominent medieval architecture. The cityscape has various influences from Latin and Byzantine Empire to Venetians and Turks. Today, the medieval run surrounded by the stunning nature is protected by UNESCO. And the second is Garja Alegria. Garja Alegria is situated in the Sahara Desert, the city which was included in the World Heritage Site has a very well-preserved medieval architecture. The fortified town is the valley was established in the 11th century. Many historic, cultural, and architectural influences are present. And the third is Siena, Italy. Siena, Italy the city has one of the greatest medieval cityscapes preserved by UNESCO. Siena Cathedral is a beautiful monument among the other staggering examples of Italian architecture. Siena is one of the most frequently visited towns in Italy. And the next is Cochin, Germany. Cochin, Germany is the set of the biggest town in the Cochin-Gel district in Rhineland-Palatinate, Germany. With just under over 5,000 inhabitants, Cochin falls just behind Kassel in the Kassel district as Germany's second smallest district seat. Since 7 June 2009, it has belonged to the Brabant Gemeinde. Cochin also is the set of the biggest towns in the Cochin-Gel district in Rhineland. Next is Prague's Czech Republic. Prague's Czech Republic is the European is built with beautiful medieval architecture. The famous church, Great, the biggest medieval square in Europe. Amazing Prague Castle and Church. The Powder Grate was built in the 11th century and led into the spectacular old town. And the next is York, England. York, England, although a lot of medieval buildings were lost through the ages, York is famous for medieval churches and Digligata, the medieval city walls. They guide tell stories about the served heads that were put on the pikes and passed out the Megligates to the warm people. And the next is Trakai, Lithuania. Trakai, Lithuania, the town has gorgeous islands castle in one lake. The medieval royal palace served as the capital of the duchy. Today, the museum is established here with a wide collection of exhibits from the medieval era. Next is Oviedo, Spain. Oviedo, Spain is the city was found in the 8th century and it still has amazing medieval churches, monasteries, fountains, and other buildings. Being the capital of Austria, Vedio is protected by UNESCO and is one of the most popular tourist destinations in Spain. And the next is Sartesson, France. Sartesson, France is the historic town defined by the impressive medical citadel, which was reconstructed in the 19th century. One of the towers even used to house the Catholic Inquisition in the 13th century. The fortified city in southwest France attracts over 3 million tourists each year. And the last but not the least is Solmar, France. If you were to picture the village from this steep beauty and the beach as a real-life places in your handheld survival it, Solmar's brightly colored half-timber houses and weeping willow trees lean to the edges of tunnels from the large river, giving it a postcard perfect feel. The must-see attractions of Solmar include the Fengomen district, the Little Venice where you can rent a robot, tons of iconic buildings from the 1500 to 1600 and one of the Europe's best Christmas markets. Our medieval attraction in Solmar is the Douvre Notre Dame Art Elysium at the foot of the city cathedral which holds the Upper Rhine River Valley with sculpture and painting